Welcome back to Soundscape, where we uncover the stories behind the songs that changed music history. All right, stop, collaborate, and listen. Today's song is instantly recognizable. The moment you hear that beat, you know exactly what's coming. This is Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice, and it's more than just a catchy tune. It is the song that made history as the first hip-hop track to ever reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Before or after you watch this video, I really encourage you to go listen to the song again, because once you understand the story behind it, I guarantee you'll hear it in a completely different way. So, who was the man behind the music? Vanilla Ice, born Robert Van Winkle, grew up in Texas. As a teenager, he found his passion in the vibrant world of breakdancing and rap. He was performing in clubs, honing his craft, and developing his unique style. Now, you have to remember the context of the time. This was the late 1980s, and hip-hop was still largely seen as an underground urban movement. It hadn't fully crossed over into the mainstream consciousness. This is where Vanilla Ice stood out. He wasn't just another rapper, he was a white rapper with a distinct look, complete with his high-top fade, baggy pants, and confident swagger. This made him a novelty, a figure who was both celebrated for breaking barriers and criticized for it. He became one of the first white rappers to really break into mainstream pop culture, setting the stage for a cultural collision that would redefine the music industry. The creation of Ice Ice Baby is a story of pure chance and controversy. The beat, as many of you know, is built around one of the most iconic bass lines in rock history, the one from Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. This sample, or interpolation, would later become a massive point of contention, but we'll get to that. What's truly wild is that Ice Ice Baby was never meant to be the star of the show. It was originally released as a B-side to his cover of Play That Funky Music. The record label had zero expectations for it. But then something amazing happened. A DJ in Georgia, Darby Collins, decided to flip the record and play the B-side instead. The reaction from listeners was immediate and overwhelming. They started calling in, requesting that new song by Vanilla Ice. Soon, other DJs caught on, and the song spread like wildfire. The rhythm was infectious. The lyrics were cool and confident. The energy was simply undeniable. It was a grassroots phenomenon that the industry couldn't ignore. And then, in 1990, the unthinkable happened. Ice Ice Baby soared up the charts and landed at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. This wasn't just a hit song. It was a cultural earthquake. For the very first time, a rap song sat at the absolute pinnacle of mainstream pop music, a spot usually reserved for rock stars and pop divas. This moment was a massive turning point. It proved, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that hip-hop had the power to dominate the pop charts. It showed that rap could be radio-friendly, catchy, and appealing to a massive, diverse audience. Most importantly, it signaled that hip-hop was no longer just a subculture confined to specific communities. It was officially a global force, and the world was listening. But with great success came great controversy. The backlash was swift and intense. Many in the established hip-hop community questioned Vanilla Ice's authenticity. They saw him as a manufactured pop act, a watered-down version of a culture he wasn't truly a part of. The media narrative turned, and he went from a celebrated star to a target of ridicule almost overnight. Then there was the legal trouble. Initially, Van Winkle claimed he had altered the bass line from Under Pressure by adding an extra note, famously saying, "It goes ding 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 dee dee ding ding." But the similarity was undeniable. Eventually, the matter was settled out of court, and Queen and David Bowie were given songwriting credits and royalties. Critics accused the industry of simply packaging a sanitized version of hip-hop for mass consumption, using a white artist to make it more palatable for mainstream audiences. Whether people loved the song or hated it, one thing was clear: its impact was far too big to ignore. Despite all the drama and debate, the legacy of Ice Ice Baby is incredibly significant. The song kicked down doors that had been firmly shut to hip-hop. After it became a #1 hit, record labels, who had previously been hesitant, suddenly took rap very seriously as a commercially viable genre. This new interest opened up opportunities for countless hip-hop artists to gain mainstream visibility and secure major record deals. Rap became a permanent and powerful force in pop culture, not just a passing trend. Even today, with all the jokes and nostalgia surrounding it, Ice Ice Baby remains a powerful symbol of hip-hop's great crossover moment. It represents that explosive collision when an underground culture crashed into the mainstream and changed the music landscape forever. It paved the way, for better or worse, for the dominance of hip-hop that we see today. Ultimately, the story of Ice Ice Baby reminds us that not every groundbreaking moment in history is perfect, clean, or universally praised. But that doesn't make it any less important. Sometimes change doesn't arrive quietly or politely. Sometimes it arrives loud, controversial, and completely impossible to ignore. This song was a disruptive force, a cultural phenomenon that forced a conversation about race, authenticity, and the commercialization of art. It was messy, but it was a catalyst for change. So now that you know the whole story, I want you to go listen to Ice Ice Baby again. Don't just hear it as a catchy, nostalgic hit from the 90s. Hear it as a pivotal turning point in music history, a song that reshaped the industry. What do you think? Did this song ultimately help hip-hop by bringing it to the masses? Or did it hurt its image by commercializing it? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend. Stay right here on Soundscape, where music meets meaning. Thanks for watching.